What's up, all my tycoons out there? It is your boy Flack, aka the Flack Attack, coming at you again with another video tonight. Whenever you happen to be watching this, we're going to be talking about what would it take to make Monopoly Go a better game. So I've been meaning to make one of these videos, and I'm happy to say someone in the Monopoly gifting group kind of beat me to it and did the work for me. So shout out to David in the Monopoly Go gifting group. I appreciate you. Thank you for asking this question. Let's take a look at some of the answers and see whether or not they would be good fits for improvements in the game. A few months ago, we were talking about improvements into the game, and we were talking about trading, how trading could be better, how you couldn't get scammed by people. And I don't know if they were listening. Scopely, if you're out there, if you're out there and you're listening, here's some feedback from the community. And Scopely really needs to take a initiative and get some Monopoly Go content creators, even if it's not me. If I'm left out, by all means, that's fine. But if you look at some of the top playing games out there, like Raid Shadow Legends, Clash of Clans. I think Clash of Clans is even a Scopely game, isn't it? No, probably not. Anyways, they really need to add verified content creators. I think that would be my first addition, would be Scopely come out and say, hey, these people are verified content creators. They know what they're talking about. If you want to know the game, if you want to get some information, go to these people. These people would be gifted like information on upcoming events so they could alert people early. It wouldn't be a guessing game. They would know like when partner events are coming, how many points you would need, what the rewards were, early access to rewards for events and tournaments, things like that, to pass on to people so people can prepare for events and stuff like that when an event's coming out. Because right now it's kind of a guessing game. It's kind of all up in the air. But anyways, let's go into the questions. So here's David's post, and David said, if you could only add one feature to the game, what would it be? And then he led off the topic of conversation with unlimited gifting. This might be a hot take, but I think unlimited gifting would water the game down. You would probably play it not as much, and it would just be super easy. Everybody would have gold tokens. It wouldn't really be a good feature, I think, in my opinion, to have unlimited gifting. It would just muddy up the whole system. I think 5 is a little low. I think somewhere between 5 and 10 would be a good daily gift amount. I don't think unlimited would be the answer. Next we have BryAnn. BryAnn says dice grab, like cash grab, but with dice. That's an interesting concept. I think if you all know the cash grab, it's a little mini event that you can get when you land on chance. It allows you to tap and get some dice. How many dice would that be? Maybe like 50 that you totally would be able to get. I think it would be a good fun little addition. I don't think it would bust the game at all. I think it would make it a little more fun because cash is a little irrelevant at some point in the game. Like right now, I think I have 35 trillion. I'm waiting for a wheel spin and a landmark rush because I need some more dice. I just blew a whole bunch and I feel really crappy about it. So I think that would definitely be a good addition. Maybe not like an S tier addition, but maybe like just a mid C range, so that people could get rid of the cash grab in their head. Next we have up Contessa. Now Contessa says buy dice with Monopoly Go money with in-game currency. That is interesting. I think that would be an interesting take. How much dice would be for how much money you have. That would be a huge undertaking, and it would probably have to scale with your net worth as well. That way when you have some trillions of dollars. You don't just get busted and get 100,000 dice. I think that would take too much resources for Scopely to put into the game. I think it's still an interesting addition. Next we have Michael. Michael says higher free dice. And I think what Michael means by that is up the amount of free dice you get every hour or so. Instead of 7, I think is what it is. I haven't been at minimum for a very long time. But I think you get like 7, 8, 9 dice an hour. I'm thinking he means that, or maybe just the cap that instead of like 90, 80, 90, 100, whatever, you up that. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really think that would be a much needed. I don't think that would improve the quality of life of the game at all. If you use the strategies in my videos here, you can see how you can get the most out of your dice and make them last. I've been at 0 dice, maybe like October, I think. And if you're looking for my guide, I know you guys have been hearing this for a while now, but as you can see, I'm fully set up, getting ready to transition into a new place. So I have my streaming set up. I have a place to do it. So I'll be making a lot more content. I have like 4 channels that I'm making content for. So bear with me as I'm pumping it out. I'm catching up. I'm sorry. The guide is coming. I promise you. I'm working on it in the next day or 2. Do some editing. And we'll have it out for you. Gabriele says, remove people from the timeline. They are killing me. I think remove people from the timeline that are killing me. This is an interesting take. Now, I don't think she means this as completely removing people from the timeline. I think she's like being able to remove people from her timeline that are attacking her. I don't know if she knows that she can remove friends who are attacking her, which if you haven't seen my video about your friends, you need to watch that now. Well, not now, after the video. Hold on, stick around. We're talking here. Don't be rude. I think that an improved feature would be in your timeline, it shows you who attacks you. Instead of tracking down those people in your friends list, having to scroll, I think that if they're a friend, if you find them in your timeline and you click them on your timeline, you should be able to remove them from there. That would save the whole headache of trying to find the friend if you have a lot of friends, and it would just make it easier. Like, I don't get why you wouldn't be able to. It knows who it was that attacked you, so why not be able to just do it from there? I think that would be an amazing quality of life update. I think that it would improve things for a lot of people. Cassandra from the group says, I know it said 1. I'd be happy with any of these. The ability to block people, not friends. So I don't know, maybe you guys can let me know in the comments. I don't really get attacked by people I don't have as friends, and I don't know why. On my main account, I have over 100 friends still. I almost never get attacked by people I'm not friends with. First of all, I don't get attacked on my landmarks because I don't build my landmarks, so nobody random is attacking me there. Maybe that's why I'm not getting attacked by random people. I know some of these people keep building their landmarks, so I'm wondering if people heisting you has something to do with your landmarks getting attacked. That's just a theory of mine. Maybe I'll start building and I'll see if people attacking my landmarks resonates somewhere with getting heisted. I don't know. Maybe that is the extra secret key of not getting attacked, is to not build landmarks, on top of not wasting money on rebuilding, on top of holding all of your money to be able to build for a landmark and wheel spin boost. That's something to think about. A dice grab. She says a dice grab like a cash grab. So that's been brought up twice. A golden blitz free-for-all. A short time frame, but any golden card can be exchanged for any other golden card, but it has to be a 1-for-1 for exchange. So she's saying anybody can exchange any golden cards as long as they're, I think she's saying they're 5-star for 5-star, 4-star for 4-star, so on and so forth. I think that'd be a little busted. As someone who is able to play the game, and the last 2 seasons I've been able to get both gold, finish the 2 albums in the season, I think that would be a little busted. I think they brought in the golden blitz kind of at a good time because people were tired of not being able to get golden cards. So I think the golden blitz in itself is a good thing as it is. I think if you just add a Golden Blitz free-for-all, it, for one, could create a lot of confusion. Two, it could be busted like unlimited trading. I think people would just be completing things too quickly. People would be moving on from the game. You'd have people not playing regularly. Remember, Scopely's plan is to get you to keep playing this game. They want you to be on this game every day, which you should be on the game every day, but you shouldn't be on the game for a lot every day. I usually only play about, on an average day, whenever there's not a new event or anything like that, I'm usually only playing 30 to 45 minutes a day. If there's no partner events, if there's no hidden treasures, if there's no Peggy, I'm usually only on there 35, 45 minutes a day. I want to get on, get my free rewards, and then move on. I don't want to be stuck in the game endlessly rolling with no point at all. It's an interesting concept. I don't think it would be a well worth one. Kevin says, for the wheel boosts, I would like to see partner event items on the slots. So I'm wondering if they mean like during the partner events, if you hit a wheel boost, they have partner event items, maybe like the tokens or something. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. Here's someone else. Tiffani says, getting rid of this dude. Can't find him anywhere on my list, but yes, lots more opportunities for dice. She was attacked by this guy for 8 minutes, which does suck, but not building cures this. Like, it cures 90% of all your problems. If you're not building landmarks, you're not getting attacked. Your shields mean nothing really, because then they don't get taken away. So don't build. I can't stress how many times I've told people just do not build. Their common complaint is then they get wiped out, but the upside is way more. I have an alt account who's only at 8,000 net worth, and it's never wiped out. It has about 30, 40 friends. Never gets wiped out. I don't know if I'm super lucky that I have 2 accounts that I've only been wiped out once on my main account, and I was hit for $1 billion. It was when I was way, way long ago in my net worth. Not sure. Watch the Friends video if you want to know all the ins and outs about money being taken from you, lower, higher net worths and everything like that. Just don't build. Don't build. If you get, and don't spend all the time either. I haven't spent money on landmarks. Well, I mean, other than the daily quick wins, I don't think I've spent on landmarks since like towards the end of last season. I've been waiting for a landmark. I think there was a landmark wheel boost here recently, but I even skipped some because it's best to just bang them all out right there during that. Chrissy says, I think the card you win in the community chest should be a guaranteed sticker. It's so hard to win. I think that's fair. I honestly, this one I agree with. I think this would be a great addition to the game. Instead of a purple pack, it is a galaxy pack. Because if you don't know, the community chest is predetermined. Every time you open up the community chest screen and pop it up, it's already predetermined what you're going to win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, 20, 50 times sticker. It's not like there's a strategy to get it every time. It automatically predetermines it for you. I don't think I've gotten a 5-pack this season or the last. So it's been a couple of months on both of my accounts. I think that would be a winner right there. It would be an easy swaparoo, guaranteed sticker pack in the community chest. Chrissy, that's a good one. Erica from the gifting group says, block non-friends. I have 2 people on my board that are not friends that continuously heist me for large amounts of money. I have deleted my entire friends list down to 12, and at least 1 is still having access to heist me. I'd love to know how to get rid of them. I also would like to have more sends. Increased to 10 would be nice. Talked about that earlier. Lastly, I would like to see a permanent ability to trade and gift golds. Not during a blitz, I'm assuming. It would be interesting, but still, the whole reasoning behind the golds is they're hard to come by. They make it a little more challenged to complete your albums and your sets. Back to the non-friends things. I really don't get this one. I wish I had input on it. I wish I had some foresight into it. I just really don't understand that. I've never been continuously heisting me who aren't my friends. I would love some insight. I would maybe love to see these people's accounts for a little while, a couple of days, and see exactly what's going on. Maybe the fact that Erica has deleted her entire friends list. Erica, I know you're on YouTube, so I hope you're watching this video. Maybe your problem is you don't have enough friends, Erica. Maybe you need to be up in that 30 range, 30 to 40 range, to be able to not get heisted by non-friends. I know there is got to be a limit, because people can't just not have any friends and not get heisted by anybody. So there's got to be a nice little zone where you won't get heisted by random people. I would love to hear your feedback, Erica. Let me know in the comments and we'll figure it out, because it really irks me that people get heisted by randoms and I have no answer for you. So let's figure this out. Kim from the group says, higher dice and rewards as the property gets more expensive. The higher in the game with little rewards. So I'm assuming they mean instead of like 50 dice for completing a board, they want 100, 150. So the problem with that is the game already gives you bigger incentives with more money. So if they didn't increase the money that you were getting, I would be able to see getting more dice as a thing. But as your net worth grows, your income grows. So it's not like you're essentially paying more for less dice. You're getting more money for the same amount of dice. So if you look at it that way, the dice part really doesn't come into a factor that much. They've added a lot more dice to the wheel boost spins, so that's a good jump up there. Mandi says, send these ideas to Mogo. Mandi, we're trying, Mandi. All right, we're gonna do this. Hopefully they're watching this. Scopely, I hope you're watching. Jennifer says, earn your hourly dice regardless if you have more than your bank amount.
Bruh.
I replied, imagine logging in after a month not playing and just collecting. You don't have it. You log off for a month and then just collect 10,000. That would be busted. That would be extremely busted. And they would never do that. Matt says, absolutely more trades and more chances for dice. If you guys, I think what the main problem is about people needing dice is they're just constantly playing. They're constantly on the game. And for a long time, I was like that too. I had the itch. I just had to roll. If I had 1,000 dice, I was spending 1,000 dice. It didn't matter if my event was completed. It didn't matter if I was like already first in a tournament, which never happens. And it's just a thing. That's why you have to kind of distance yourself. That's why I suggest other games to play, because you just shouldn't be at a point in the game where you're just constantly the game. That's why they call it a gotcha game, is because they get their hooks into you. They got you. You're rolling. You need to buy more dice, which you shouldn't be buying more dice. If you should be buying anything, it should be cards and those type of things from the plug on Twitter, which I'll be mentioning more about in the next video. This person, you $8 for the card you need instead of 60 for some dice and a chance at a card or duplicate. It just makes more sense. And then I think I'll leave my comment for last, because I think it is the best quality of life thing, which I might have already mentioned. I don't remember. My ADHD is kicking in. I don't think I mentioned this at all, but we'll leave mine for last. Tyleen says, get rid of the cash on the wheel. It's It's an insulting amount anyways. And where the hell are the timeless go to jail cards? Those would come in handy during pain in the butt corner events. I think that the cash on the wheel is a have to. It's a gimme. They can't, there's so little things that they can give away. They have to give out cash. But I think the go to jail cards are an interesting twist on the game, because chance cards, as you already know, contain go to jail, go directly to jail, do not pass go, anything like that. I think that would be interesting. I don't think that would be a bad ad. The corner events, though, I don't get why people have such a disdain for the corner events, because short of not being around any other tile, the corner events are the exact same as railroads. If you moved the board, shifted it completely 5 spaces clockwise, your railroads would be on the corner, and your corners would be in the middle of each road. I don't really have a problem with corners. I know setting up for the hot spot on the wheel, or for the hot spot on the board, can be a pain at times when you're setting it up, and sometimes I gotta go around the board 4 or 5 times on ×1 to set up a hot spot for a corner. That can suck. But strategically, it's the exact same way as a railroad. So Amanda says from the group, more trades per day. A lot of people are saying trades. A lot of people are wanting to get more of those trades in, which I get. Everybody wants to complete it. Then if everybody completes it in 1 week, what are you going to do for the rest of the 84 days? It kind of muddies down the game on a strategic level if you're able to just complete a whole album in 2 days. I think, in my opinion, the whole strategy thing goes out the window, and I don't even have a YouTube channel anymore. We're not talking strategy. We're just talking, hey, how fast did you complete the game? Chrissy says, up the dice amount for higher levels. I get it. I get where people would want a higher cap dice. But at the same time, there are so many ways to save and get dice already. I've shown you in many of my videos. If you want to use airplane mode, there's even more ways to get dice that I've shown. I know 5 or 6 people right offhand who have over 100,000 dice using the strategies that I've shown in my videos using airplane mode. I personally don't use it, but the information is there for you if you want to use it. And the reason why I put it there is because a lot of people I've heard personally go broke on this game, literally spend thousands of dollars on this game, mobile game, which is fine if you have it and it's your entertainment. I'm not knocking it by any means, but I'm saying as a gambling addict myself, and someone who realized that they were locked into the game gambling wise, got the hook in me. It sucks. Spent $600 in one night. I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? This isn't for content anymore. I'm literally like hooked in here. So I get it. That's the reason why I changed my airplane mode from members only to everybody. So the information is there for you. Like, and one of the most common things is this takes too much time. And some of those same people who are saying this takes too much time are the same people who I see in trade groups 8 hours a day trying to work out trades or trying to get cards that they need. When if you used airplane mode for 20-30 minutes in one night and then 30 minutes the next day, boom, 3,000 dice. The 3,000 dice video, by the way, right here. I'll link that in the description so you can find it. 3,000 dice in a day, every day, mostly every day. Don't quote me, but mostly every day. Wouldn't that suck if I looked down and my microphone was off? I'd have to redo this whole thing over again. Where's my... Hold on, I got my thing back, so... Yeah, that would That would totally suck. Anna says, I think it would be good if you purchased houses, just like in the OG game, that I land on something, I see the card for that slot and decide what to do, just like in real life. Now, when I upgrade houses, they end up randomly on the map, and I have tried to connect with building upgrade sends a new house but it's not possible to strategize clearly now. It feels like luck. So she wants to be able to put the houses where she wants them to go. That would defeat the whole purpose of the wheel spin. The whole purpose of them filling up the way they do is wheel spins. The reason why you're able to choose where you want to put your houses and hotels in the actual game is strategically so that when people are rolling, they land on them and they owe you more money. But seeing as how people aren't rolling on your board, there's no reason to have a strategic value of where to put houses on your board. It literally just means when you get 3 hotels, you get a wheel spin. So that's that. Anna also goes on to say, also remove cash in the wheel, add dice or friend challenge rewards, and add some more guaranteed stickers. Like if I win an event, partner event, or community chests, it's something I worked for. Still, I get cards I already have, and most important, increase gifting. Everybody wants more gifts. Scopely, up it just a little bit. I like Scopely. I'd like to see it go just a little bit longer, a little bit more. I would be interested to hear more about the friend challenge words. More guaranteed stickers. I think a guaranteed sticker on the wheel spin would be busted. Also, if you don't know, the wheel spin is predetermined as well. Tested that out a few days ago. It is completely predetermined, which is another reason why you should only buy during wheel boosts, because then you get 2 of them out of the way instead of 1. So, trust me. Rabbit is good, rabbit is wise. If you get that in the comments, if you can tell me what that's from, we're like forever, me and you. Boom. Shee says more trades, like 25 at least. 25 is way too much. With an album like 175, 180 stickers, 25 is way too much. I think 10 would be... I think 10 would be like the max you would be able to do. Ty says build all button for a board. That would be interesting. So say you're hoarding like you should be doing, and you have all your money and it's wheel spin landmark rush time, and you just want to build all. You click one button, brrr, it builds all of your landmarks, goes to the board, completes it, on to the next one. I think that, oops, whoa, are you okay? You've been drinking? You got the shakes? Calm down. We're almost done. I think a build all button would be pretty good. I think that would make sense if you're trying to build them all anyways. Build all that you can. Spend all my money on landmarks, and if it goes to the next one, build them all, go to the next one, build it again. I don't think it's a bad addition there. Maybe not like a very important one, but I think that it wouldn't hurt to put that in on their side or ours. Makes sense. Okay, to my idea, to my 10 cents that I pitched in here from a content creator's point of view, I would say, I said in the group, I'm going to quote myself. So you can't say, don't quote me, boy. I didn't say. I don't think it went off, but if it did, there you go. Okay, hear me out. It's more of a quality of life for the game, but put a schedule for the day in the game, like in the menu somewhere, maybe next maybe the next couple days. That way people could play more strategically. Also, tournament and event tier lists in the game as well. I think this would open up the game for a lot of people. I think it would. I think if you had a schedule in the day in your menu that said, hey, partner event coming up next week, or hey, you got the jungle treasures coming out on this day, it would be so much better to know a week or two advanced in the game, in the news, that an event was coming. Event is coming. I think I said event, didn't I? I hate creating content at midnight after a long day. It really hurts my soul. But we're here anyways, and we're getting it done. Also, the tournaments and event tier lists somewhere in the game that would progress with you. Right now, you can only progress on the tier that you're on. So you don't know what the next tier is. This would help a lot of people who are in the lower dice decide whether or not they wanted to try to complete that tier without having to tab out, have another phone, be on their computer, and look at the tier list and see if where they were, if it made sense to complete and keep going on. A lot of people want to just complete events, get number one in tournaments, which if you're fighting at all for tournaments, you're doing it wrong. The only thing you should be focusing on are the events. And I think that if you had the event list in the game, so you didn't have to back out, and it showed all the tiers that you've completed, maybe the next 4 or 5 tiers coming up, instead of the tier that you're on, maybe just like a clickable thing, like in, you know how your shop has where you can click over to get your free reward? If in the event you had the tier that you're on, you could click over, see the rewards that were coming up, see if it was worth going into the next few tiers. If it's not, if it doesn't make sense, then stop. There was an event here, I think last week, where I had like 17,000 dice and I was like on a high roller streak. I was feeling it. I was in the zone, and I was like, I should probably stop like I usually do. That's how I game my dice, is when I'm on a hot streak and I have way more dice. I think I started with like 12,000 dice. When I have way more dice than when I started with, I just stop. I don't care where I'm at in the tournament. I don't care where I'm at in an event. If it doesn't make sense to keep rolling, just stop rolling. You're ahead. You're not making or breaking in the game in the next 70 something days. You got as much dice as you milked out of that event with the least amount of dice put in. Just stop. Walk away. But I didn't, and I ended up back down to like 12,000. So that about does it for this episode of the Flack Attack chat. If you have any quality of life updates, please let me know in the comments below. What do you think about the quality of life or updates that the community in the Facebook group has come up with? Let me know in the comments below. Hopefully Scopely is watching this and reading this, and we can come up with some solid updates for the game to keep people interested, to keep people engaged, so that this game doesn't just fizzle out and die. Until next time, I'm Flack. Keep on rolling.